Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Camila aka CamiSimming and welcome to this new speed build. As you can see, today we're building in WIndenburg. And initially I left this footage even if it's not necessary because initially I wanted to renovate this house. But yeah, I couldn't do that because it was too ugly, so I simply bulldozed it and redid it from scratch, and I'm super happy about how it came out. It's one of the houses that I like the most among the ones that I built more recently. I don't know what was that. I don't know. In any way, the shape of the house took me some time to get because initially, as you can see, there were 3 floors, but then I got rid of the third one because I thought it was too much. So yeah, and it's a miracle if I can finish to record this voiceover because my editing software, which is very good, don't get me wrong, I'd totally suggest it to anyone. I use Shortcut. I don't know what's happening with my voice and with my English, so I'm deeply sorry about this stuff that you're listening to. But anyway, I use Shortcut, but I think that's a program which is too heavy on my computer, so it keeps on crashing. Like this morning it crashed 5 times, I think. So I hope that it won't crash while I'm here trying to record this voiceover, because yeah, I use it to see the footage before finishing everything. So okay, but totally unrelated almost. So let's talk about the actual house that you are seeing coming together here on the screen. It's a cottage in WIndenburg. It's on a 30 by 20, I think, in the Old Town area. So yeah, the one on the right side of the map and at the top right corner of the map. And I went for a very traditional exterior because yeah, I wanted it to blend in well with the surroundings and with the WIndenburg atmosphere and vibes, like Tudor vibes, Northern European vibes, which I love. And it's actually something that you could see, not the same, but something similar. You can find it also where I live, because I live in the northern part of Italy in the mountains, so we have a lot of German influences, and so I kind of recognize some of the characteristics of this style here also in my personal experience. But anyway, the exterior, as I told you, is very traditional, and if you heard someone calling me, it was my mom, because we are gonna drink some coffee here in some minutes, so I will probably have to stop recording this voiceover and get back to it afterwards, but that's fine. The interior, as I was saying, is gonna be very, very modern. I imagine this family bought this house, and probably the 2 parents are interior designers or some sort of architecture enthusiasts. And so they wanted to renovate it, and they started by adding that very modern wing of the house, if you can see it, the very modern part at the back of the house, which is gonna be a kind of a sunroom. And then they went on and modernized everything else, and so it's very it has a very dual kind of vibe. I don't know how to explain it, but it's both traditional and modern. And the interior, I like really enjoyed building it, because I was thinking how to make it look like it was like fitting for this house, because I don't think it's totally out of place. Of course, it's very modern, it's very different from the exterior, but I think in some way it kind of blends in. You will see it like with the color scheme. I went with a lot of oranges and browns because yeah, I wanted it to kind of not to feel out of place. Like if you entered here, you wouldn't think, oh my god, where am I? I am not in the cottage that's on the exterior of this house. And anyway, this house ends up having room for 2 parents and 2 children. And I thought that one is a teen and the other one is a toddler. Because probably like they had the teen way when they were way younger, and then they kind of accidentally, like they didn't plan it, they had another baby like many years later, and they had to move. And so since they love renovating houses, they came here and they started renovating this beautiful cottage to fit their style a little bit better. But I don't think they would like renovate the interior as well, because yeah, it would be a bit of a stretch, I think, because it wouldn't blend in so well with the surroundings, like in this neighborhood. So yeah, I don't think they would. But they wanted to like customize the interior according to their likings. And so as you can see, the floorings in this house are very dark, because I imagine that they kept the original ones. And I did that trick with the tiles, like I rotated one, like every other tile, if that's the way you can say it. I rotated the tile so that they created sort of a pattern. Okay, I don't know why English is not working today. So I'm really ashamed of myself right now. I don't know. And yeah, so this is it for the story behind the build. I also had so much fun building, like decorating, especially the kitchen, because I created a sort of pantry like on the side with laundry and some storage, like fake storage. And of course, also in this build here, I got problems with the terrain tool, like the terrain paint, because I had yet again the glitch that makes everything disappear when you reopen the game, which is fun. Yeah, I know. And I also created a sort of a pond in the backyard, which I think is so fun. I always like use pools to create ponds and not fountains, because I want your Sims to be able to swim there, and I would love, not myself, but maybe have my kids swim there. I'm not a pond person, I'm not a sea person. I prefer pools because they don't have like algae, if you say that like that in English too. They don't have like seaweed, yeah, that's the word. Because yeah, I'm a very squeamish person. Probably I would not swim like in this very pond here. Maybe in a cleaner one, I don't know. But yeah, I created a little pond and I used a ton of debug to do the landscaping, and it was so much fun. I always like have a blast using debug because there are some very vibrant plants with some very vibrant colors, and I like it a lot. I think some of them are also like better than the actual plants that we have in game, like those bushes that I talked to you about in some of my last video. I don't remember actually. And I also used that kind of ivy from Discover University, which is perfect. It's so good for like cottages or more like older and rundown houses, and it's also free, which is kind of cool. I also I built after this house here, I built a starter home for 8 Sims. So having free debug when you have to build a starter home is so cool, because your house doesn't look like it's a cheap house. It's too cheap. Like when we didn't have debug, it was a total mess because like a total pain actually, because you built the house and it was so bare looking without any tree, or maybe just like a tree and a flower. It was so sad. And now we can like pretend that we actually have the money even if we don't, which I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so I actually don't know what to talk about because it's like a 20-minute long voiceover and I already said everything that I wanted to say. Basically, I don't think that I made room for animals in here, like for pets, but you can easily fit one here. Like there's a room, there's also a bathtub and everything. It's just like I didn't place stuff for pets, I think. But yeah, you can do that if you want. I kind of forgot actually, because I always try to include stuff for pets, because yeah, houses with pets in them are happier, I think. I don't know. I definitely have been happier when I had like a pet in my life. Like I had a cat and then he died, and then we didn't have any more pets until like this year, and my cat died in 2016. So yeah, 4 years without a cat really got to me. I have to admit that since we had my new cat, I've been so much happier. Like, I don't know, there's something about pets. It's just, I'm more of a cat person. I also like dogs, but I don't see myself having a dog. I don't know, I'm just like this, I suppose. But I like when other people have dogs in their houses. I think they're so cute, they're so fun. They often like understand you better than humans, which is absolutely amazing, I think. I remember that when I still had my old cat and I had like a fever, I was like 13, I had 39 degrees, 38 degrees Celsius of fever, which I don't know how much it is in Fahrenheit. You will have to look it up. My cat wasn't like very cuddly. He just stayed with my mom. He didn't really consider me, my brother, or my dad. But when I had that like very strong fever, he stayed with me on the couch like the whole day. He slept with me the whole day, and I remember it like it was yesterday because I thought it was so cute. I don't know. Yeah, that's a story for you. Yeah, I suppose. But tell me in the comments if you have cats or dogs, if you like them, if you'd like to have one, or maybe like your parents or the people you live with don't want them, so you can have them, because that's also a possibility. So possibility, it was weird. But yeah, you saw like right now me building that pantry sort of room, and I had to squeeze it like inside I had to make the bathroom a bit smaller, but I don't think it's like an issue. There are just 2 bathrooms in this house, so I ended up making the downstairs one also a functional, like a complete bathroom. And now I'm gonna go drink my coffee, I think. So yeah, I will see you in just a second. Okay, so my program in fact crashed like a fraction of a second, like 2 seconds after I stopped recording my first part of the voiceover. So that's cool. I feel very lucky. And I also realized that the footage like is going very slowly, like much slower than the voiceover actually. So we're definitely past the pantry. We are into the sunroom, I think, now. And I have to say that it's one of my favorite rooms. I didn't clutter it up too much, so it's not like a triumph of clutter. But I think it looks kind of cute and kind of cozy, relaxing. Although it's very modern, I think it has some soul, some warmth, and I really like it. But yeah, I think that the kitchen is absolutely my favorite room of the entire house, and also the teens room I think is pretty cool. The bedrooms upstairs are not so huge, especially the kids' ones, because I didn't have very much space on that part. The upstairs is not so big, so yeah, I had to make the best out of it as I could, if that makes sense. I don't know, today I can't speak apparently, so yeah, I hope that you get what I'm talking about, because yeah, I actually have a degree in foreign languages and literature now, and I can't even speak English. That's cool. But yeah, this is the like sunroom roof. I adjusted it a bit because the previous one was a little bit too traditional for my likings, so and of course I lost myself. Probably we are far down into the voiceover, which probably doesn't make sense for you, but to me it does. So, and my cat is like making me go crazy, so I will talk to you in a second. In the master bedroom, I did once again the trick that I did, I think, at least a couple of times, or maybe just once, but in the sense that I turned the nifty knitting table, coffee table, console table, I don't know, so that we can see like from the back and not the front, and I used it as a sort of a nightstand, or in general I used it as a console table, but like from the back, looking at it from the back, so it looks a little bit more plain, more polished, and like it's, I think, also more versatile than the front. The front, I think it's very like niche. It's a bit like too colorful for like hallways or parents' bedrooms, I think. So yeah, and I practically cluttered it up with a ton of books, and I think it looks pretty nice. And yeah, I cluttered everything else in the room too, because that's what we do here. I actually am enjoying cluttering like a bit more lately. Some like months ago I felt like I had to clutter things up because otherwise no one would have liked my videos, and then I just stopped thinking this way about my videos and my channel, because like it's my channel, so I can do what I like, and if other people like it too, then that's amazing, but if they don't, it's not my problem. They can find someone else that fits their style a little bit better. And yeah, so I think that I'm becoming like more relaxed in terms of my channel, and yeah, and I think it's something very, very cool, because I try to take my time and decorate according to my likings, and so like it's kind of weird, but I began like to clutter things up more because I like the look, and I don't do that because I think people are gonna like it, but because I am gonna like it. And I think this is like a wonderful mindset, and I'm kind of surprised of this maturity that I'm having lately towards these things, because yeah, I'm becoming like better at not listening too much to others, like to people that think that they know what's best for you and probably they don't. And I think it's like something very important that we should all like learn. I was talking this morning to my friend Julia Built. We talk basically every day. It's kind of scary. We haven't met in real life, but we talk pretty like a lot, and we were talking about friendships and roommates and stressful things like this. And yeah, I told her, like I'm telling you, that I've become more conscious about the people that I'm sharing my time with, and I think it's pretty nice because I feel better if my time is a quality time. I think it's making my life a little bit better. And yeah, and we're decorating the kids' bedrooms now. The toddler bedroom I think is so cute. I did a trick like combining that dresser with an ottoman size down to create a sort of changing table, which I think is pretty cute. And the teen's bedroom is so cool, I think. It's very red, and red is my favorite color. It's a bit tricky to use in interiors, but yeah, I think this is the first red room that I'm ever showing you guys on this channel, so that's fine. And initially I laid out the furniture, and then I also added a tiny TV, like an older TV at the end of the bed, with also a gaming console on top of the sort of nightstand that I used. And I think it's so cool because I added two tiny like poofs, the one from Nifty Knitting and the one from Movie Hangout, and I think they look so cool because maybe the teen invites their friends over and they play video games. I also thought that this was a girl, like a room for a girl, but of course you can have whoever you want. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool room, not gonna lie. And also I had another Julia Builds moment, because even like as I told you last time, I think, not last time, like in the Victorian build that I did, which was like last week, and that I created that mirror with the bug stuff, I did the same in this video. I created a sort of bench at the front of the house, which I think is pretty nice, and I don't know, I feel so like cool to have used stuff like cabinets to create a bench, and yeah, that's it. And now, as you can see, I'm decorating the backyard. I'm adding some activities for the family, some planters, and then I will switch for a swing, and I will use those vertical planters from Eco Lifestyle. And yeah, I will just add some few touches, and I think this is pretty much it for today's build and today's video. Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop my voiceover here because it's been like a messy one today. I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties, for my coffee, for my cat, for my English that doesn't work lately. I don't know what's happening to me. But yeah, we're living in stressful times, so yeah, that's a consequence, I suppose. But anyway, if you liked this video, please leave it a like, a comment, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you all in my next one. Bye everybody.